What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Matthew Wilder as we continue through his 1983 album, I Don't Speak the Language. And yeah, we're up to the title tune. Now again, at this point I've only heard two of his songs, one of which I knew going back, which is to say Break My Stride, which is the reason I sought out this album. And then the second track had, a slightly different vibe to it. Certainly it was less reggae styled and, seemed to be kind of a throwback or homage to, like pop rock or, kind of like Americana, which at least, the subject matter of the tune. So this is a long way, a meandering way of saying I don't really know what to expect sonically from his tunes, so I am curious. And yes, I mean, the title of the album, I Don't Speak the Language, I have been thinking about that, the idea of, being a bit of a fish out of water, not knowing the subtleties of communication or not having an ability to interact the way you would if you were conversant or fluent in the language, be that more literally or more metaphorically. So yeah, as for the title track, I expect maybe to feature that kind of meaning, a disconnect or a separation and an inability to communicate. So let's see what I can pick up on a first hearing. This is Matthew Wilder. The song is I Don't Speak the Language from the album of the same name, 1983.
I was a banker, family man, working in Paris when I began, living my daydreams. I left my wife, sailed for the islands to start a new life. Down in the tropics, a colorful world, green of the ocean and brown native girls. Now I'm an artist and I see nothing wrong to paint Tahitian without her so long. Oh no. You know I don't speak the language, but I still understand. It's in the move of my body and in the touch of my hand. You know I don't speak the language. Am I a madman to follow the sun when it's every man's dream to do what I've done? Oh, no needs, no worries, and no sense of time. She's Polynesian and she is all mine. Today I'll paint her in yellows and reds. Tonight we'll make love with stars overhead. Oh no. You know I don't speak the language, but I still understand. It's in the move of her body and in the touch of her hand. You know I don't speak the language. You know I don't speak the language, but I still understand. It's in the move of her body and in the touch of her hand. You know I don't speak the language. I left the temple of civilized man to dance the tango, utopian. How can I leave here? How can I go back? The life here is so aphrodisiac. Her eyes, her lips, and the smell of her hair make me a savage, and I cease to care. Oh no. that you're a man. You know I don't speak the
I like there's this like bright, shiny, not like a whistle, but yeah, there's like this keyboard line that has this real bright, sunshiny feel to it, which seems like it fits the environment, which again, has a bit of that like island rhythm to it, a bit of a Caribbean feel, certainly a tropical feel. There's maybe a marimba or like xylophone in there, which gives it that vibe as well. And then obviously we have those supporting female vocals, which they sound very much like a group of island dancers, singing along. So okay, like spun more positively, I think the message in the song is that this guy has gone to this island paradise, and he sees this woman who, the way she moves, the way she looks, her eyes, her touch, her beautiful hair, it's all very exciting and intoxicating. And he's saying, look, we don't even speak the same language, but I understand, like, our shared humanity, or our passions, and the way we behold each other. It's, more florid, more vivid, more full of understanding than any words and language could possibly be. And so it's like, their hearts are touching each other, their passions are meeting, even if their language brains and mouths can't meet in that same way. Spun less sympathetically, it comes across as like, Caucasian guy from the US goes to an island resort and wants to hook up with a local girl. So, yeah, I suppose, like, it's a song that I think might be read as, like, I don't know if exploitative is the right word, but it's like, of course that's your dream, is that you want to make love to this girl who you don't know anything about her culture, you don't know anything about like her family or the world she lives in, or what she does for a living or whatever. You just want to kind of have this fantasy and probably go back to your 9 to 5 job in the US when you're done, and maybe not take her with you. So then it's like, I think you can see the song's premise less sympathetically or more sympathetically. So to give the song the benefit of the doubt, I think his meaning here is that, like, when you really feel something with someone, if you really have this passionate response and they're feeling it too, then it actually doesn't even matter if you don't speak the same language or come from the same place, or you're part of different cultures and whatever, because you understand, this person on a human psycho-emotional level and an intimate, like, sexual level. But again, I think it's easy to kind of like reframe it and like, oh, well, you would say that, wouldn't you? And you're probably going to go home when it's done and, not think too much about it, and maybe go to a different resort, to a different island next time, and try to have a similar experience. So, yeah, I think you can see it from different angles. But again, I'll give the tune the benefit of the doubt in that regard. I do enjoy the kind of island vibes. It definitely has a bit of a Caribbean feel to it. Certainly like a tropical, like equatorial type of vibe. So even if it's not supposed to be taking place in like, the Dominican Republic or something, but maybe like Hawaii or something like that, it definitely has a feel of like a tropical, like, island type of environment. And I do enjoy the backing vocals. I think they add to that atmosphere, but I think they were also nice and soothing. And so, yeah, definitely, a fun little tune, and one that, I don't think is meant to be taken overly seriously. But, 43 years later, I hear this and it's like, oh, I'm guessing like some people might not see this song as, kind of like, oh hey, yeah, I totally get it. You totally understand her, even though you don't speak a word of her language. I could feel the critiques coming. Nevertheless, a cool tune, and I look forward to the remainder of the album. I do wonder if we are going to hear more tracks that have that like reggae pop vibe as Break My Stride does, or maybe that was kind of, unique on the album, and, because I think it's a very catchy tune, that's the one that hit. Nevertheless, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.